webinar show. I expected to be on here about a half hour ago. But listen, I'm starting in like 10 minutes. In fact, I'm opening up the Zoom right now. Hey, son, do me a favor. Open up this. Make sure the Zoom's opened up for me, if you would. There you go. Thanks. Anyways, so look, I'm going to show you how I made my first million. When I was a young lad of 27, I was a millionaire. I started at 19 years old. First I bought a commercial industrial building. Then I bought houses. I bought land. In the beginning, I had to...
Recording in progress.
I had to put together a partnership because I didn't have credit. I didn't have bad credit. I just didn't have any credit at all because I was so young. Anyways, so in the descriptions there, down below, you can see FlipAnythingUSA.com/webinar. That's one way you can sign up right now. Hey, son, did you send out the last MailChimp? Okay, good deal. Anyhow, and I'll tell you, I'm one of the luckiest guys in the world because, I've got my sons are now investing with me. We did the father-son deal. My son got his first. We really got a nice house, the first deal right out of the, and now it's end of the year. Things have been a little bit slower, but I'll tell you, just being able to teach my son how to make money in real estate, it's just very, very reassuring in knowing that he's going to be okay, right? That's what we all want, right? We all want these are the milestones you run into, is being able to, you get your kids educated and then get them making money, and then once they're making money, you kind of have a big sigh of relief, and in the times we've had with this faux, I call it the big hoax, the COVID hoax, it was just politicized in a terrible way, and it's hurt a lot of people, but good times or bad times, you can always make a fortune in real estate. I've been doing this for 43 years. I started in like 12% interest rates, and it doesn't matter back, because back then, listen, the cap rate was like 15%. See, what I mean? In other words, but what's really, really hurt us is the fact that the interest rates changed so much, so drastically, so quickly. In 2 years, they pretty much doubled, and that's what's got people trapped in their low interest rate loans where they can't sell because whatever they go, assuming they owe money, assuming they have a mortgage, they're trapped because wherever they go, that money's going to cost them twice as much to build. It just is. Now, if you own your property outright cash, that's not such a big deal because you're going to be able to just sell your home and pay cash for something else somewhere else, and you're not affected by it. But, this subject to stuff, one of the first deals I did was subject to. Not a fan at all. It's just something that gets overhyped. Believe me, people used to overhype lease options and stuff like that back in the 80s. There's been hucksters, doing stuff like this for many, many years. And, but now they've got just a much better communication portal, and that's the internet. And so it's just so easy to, swindle people. And I won't do it. I have nothing to do with that. I won't lie to you. All these properties you see listed here, every one of those I've personally purchased, flipped, or held. Many of these I still own, but I've made tens of millions of dollars in all of these properties. And here's the cool thing: is most of these properties are near each other. In other words, I can chuck a rock that direction, I can chuck one back that way, and I'll land on another piece of property that I own, and I can keep chucking that rock, and I can hit tens of millions of dollars in real estate. So listen, if you're here and you're watching right now, listen, and number one, I guess, hit subscribe. But number two is going to be get in the mentorship. You guys can see that right there at the top. I can't even see comments right now. In fact, I got to go pretty quick because people are starting. Yeah, California's on fire, and I'll tell you what, California is in for a rude awakening. Believe me, I was born in Los Angeles. you've got all this illegal immigration coming across the country, and they're having to rent places, right? So they've driven the rents up in a lot of areas. Well, now that you've just lost 4,000 or 5,000 homes in California, now you got all these millionaires, multimillionaires, looking for a new home to rent while their other one's going to be getting rebuilt, and that's going to take years. So you're going to see rents go through the roof. And so if you're somebody out there that's renting, you better renew your lease right now. Get a hold of your landlord and renew your lease, because if they wake up and realize that they can charge another 30, 40% for rent, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. I'm talking about upper end homes, right? She's talking about a lot of millionaires that, that have just had their homes burned down. So yeah, anybody, let's see. If you want to get in the Zoom, listen, check your email if you've already filled it out, or if you're on my email list, you should check it right now and start getting in. I've already got the Zoom open. And who wants to get in? Let me know if you want to get in here, and I'll send you the link. I'll put the link here so you can get at it right now. But I'm telling you, if you've never been in one of my webinars, you're in for a treat, because nobody does a webinar like I do. I actually show the real properties that I purchased, the profits that I made. Not like, here's case study number 101, where I made a deal and I made $12,000. None of that bullshit. Not just multimillionaires, a lot of elderly in Altadena, Pasadena. Okay, sounds good. Do you know how to get in, bud? Do you know how to get in? I'll put the link right down in there right now for you, just so you can see it. Check it out right here. It's probably going to be long. Try that link right there, and you should be getting in right now. And you might as well get in now. So look, those of you that are just watching, get in the chat. You can get the link, and you can get in. And listen, if you're not interested, I get it, no problem. But if you have even a little bit of interest, and I'm telling you, if you're not already a millionaire, you should be interested. You know, $1 million doesn't go anywhere. You know, I got a mother with Alzheimer's. I had a father with Alzheimer's. I got a mother with dementia. Dad's passed. But my mother, you know, her care cost, you know, $10,000, $11,000 a month. And, you know, a lot of us may need that kind of care someday, right? You don't want to be a burden to your family. You want to have that covered. Plus, you want to make sure that, you know, you get your kids set so that they're, and I don't mean set as in giving them something, but you want to give them a skill that they can rely on and move forward with. You know, I don't know why anybody would want to do otherwise. But so anybody out there, like, what's one of your main concerns right now? I mean, what is it that you'd really like to see happen right now? And I see my cameras all over the place. Also, if you don't have my book, get my book. Wake Up. And for some reason, nothing's working. Otherwise, I'd be showing you some more stuff right now. I'm kind of going on manual here. But so look, if you guys just got in, I see we're starting to populate a little more. Got a webinars right now. That's like right now. That's in 1 minute. The webinar starts in like 1 minute. Just go to the link that's in the chat. I just put it in there for, what is it, BO8? Is that what your handle is there, bud? Anyways, so look, 8 of you are watching. 8 of you could be in this webinar right now. So why don't you all jump in? And there's the link below. There's Brandon. That's probably B. And I just let Brandon in. Hey, Brandon in. I'm kind of multitasking here. So if you could, put your camera on as you get inside the Zoom. And Brandon, I think you might have been in here before. But, yeah, anyhow, start coming into the Zoom now. And like I said, the link's right there. Those of you that are just getting in, I probably actually, can somebody do me a favor? Would you copy that Zoom link you see right there and put it in the comments below the video? Something I can't do easily where I'm sitting in with what I've got access to. But if you'd put that in there, I'd appreciate it. Let me know. And just say the Zoom link for the webinar is right here. But anyways, you know, everybody, the whole key with the fake guru stuff is make things sound much, much easier than it is. And most, you know, concentrate on people that are in between the ages of 22 and 26. It's kind of a vulnerable age. It's where people are really trying to figure out, hey, what am I going to do? How am I going to figure it out for the rest of my life? And then the next tier of vulnerability is people that haven't figured it out, that are older than that. I mean, it's really easy to push people's buttons. You know, I'm a good salesman, but I won't mislead. And that's why I talk about it so openly, is because I have nothing to hide, and I didn't make my money swindling people with information. I was a millionaire many times over, before I ever considered even doing the mentorship. So, all right. Anybody else want to get in? This is the time to get in. Otherwise, I'm going to be closing it out. There we go. Yep. Hey, so look, just so y'all can see, people are starting to populate here. You should be one of them. And listen, take 30 minutes. It change your life. And listen, I got people in my class that have become millionaires in 18 months, and I'm going to show you some of them right now. I do want to entice you in because I'm passionate about real estate. There's just nothing like it. You know, when you go to my success stories, I mean, this is real success, folks. These are people that have made tens of thousands,
my class that have become millionaires,
hundreds of thousands.
18 years. I'm going to show you some of them.
Hey, Craig, Brandon, Mike, I'll be with you shortly here. I'm still on the YouTube trying to drag some people in. Anyways, but all these guys that you see here on the screen, YouTubers, anywhere from, there's some that made tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, and even multi-millions. One of my favorites is Jerry here. And you see that building behind him? That's that's 24,000 square foot building. And then next door to that is the other building he got with it, 5,000. He's got 29,000 square feet of building. He got it for $975,000. That's $3.5 million there. He basically made $2.5 million the day he bought that property. And you don't always get a home run like that, but you will get one every 5-6 years. I mean, you can get it right away. He got it sooner than that. You never know. That's the beauty of real estate. You never really know exactly. It's like a treasure hunt, right? If you ever prospected looking for gold, and I have actually, once in a while you find a sweet spot, a honey hole, we'll call it, and all of a sudden you're going, wow, and there's a bunch of gold in that particular area relative to the rest of the area around you, and that's exactly what real estate is. I got a beautiful lake house. I have a view looking at the body of the lake. I can look down at one cove over here, 2,000 square feet, beautiful little getaway. I paid $80,000. It was worth $400 the day that I bought. It's worth more than that now. And, I've got properties I bought for a couple $100,000 that I sold for, $2.5 million. I've got, acreage, I bought for, 10,000 and 30,000, sold for 165,000. That was in the 80s. Got a property I paid 140,000 for. I sold it for $520,000. Like 3 weeks after I bought it. That's how much I sold it for. And I've got students in my class that have made $1 million, over $1 million on a single property, cash, realized cash, rolled it in, and now they've got industrial. They're making the progress it took me a long time to. They're making it much, much faster. Because they have a mentor, and that makes all the difference in the world. And so, hey, I'm going to kill it here on YouTube. But those of you that want to, that come in here and watch this late, I'm going to put a text down here right now: 512-739-1881, and that is just text for the link. Text that, and if it's not too late, somebody here will reply and send you the link to get into Zoom so you can get informed and find out what you're missing. So thanks for watching, everybody, and hope to see you in the class. And I'll go ahead and end the stream. Let's see if I can do this. Sorry, I got to have a decent. You want to learn how to make millions of dollars in real estate? I've made tens of millions over my lifetime, and I'm showing people how to do it. Get in my free webinar. I have it every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Go to the link below, FlipAnythingUSA.com/webinar. Sign up for it. You can talk to me face to face if you want. Don't waste any time. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You don't want to miss my channel. I've been doing it for years.